Hare Krishna, dear Prabhus and Matajis. Welcome to our morning Srīmad Bhāgavatam study session. Anativirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we are studying from Canto 2, Chapter 6, titled Puruṣa-sūkta confirmed, text number 2. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam mudiraye. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sarvasunam Chavayoscha Tannase Paramayane Ashvino Aushadinam Cha Grano Moda Pramodayaho Sarvasunam Chavayoscha Tannase Paramayane Ashvino Aushadinam Cha Grano Moda Pramodayaho. Translation by His Loving Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The two nostrils are the generating centers of our breathing and of all other airs. His smelling powers generate the Ashwini Kumara demigods and all kinds of medicinal herbs, and his breathing produce different kinds of fragrance. Word to word, sarva, all, asunam, different kinds of life air, cha, and vayoho, of the air, cha, also, tat, his, nase, in the nose, paramaye, ayane, in the transcendental generating center, ashvinoho, of the Ashwini Kumara demigods, Shadhinam, of the medicinal herbs, cha, also, grhanaha, his smelling power, moda, pleasure, pramodayaho, specific sport. It's a very wonderful, explanation of the Puruṣa-sūkta, the confirmed Purusha incarnations. We know from Srīmad Bhāgavatam, they are there for the purpose of creation and maintenance and ultimately annihilation of the material world. And Sahasra Sirsa Purushaha, it is said that this expansion of Krishna has thousands of heads, and different functions are performed by these for the maintenance, preservation, and ultimately nourishment, and ultimately annihilation of the cosmic material manifestation. Now, why is it important to meditate on this aspect? Because we are actually surrounded by the creative elements of the Lord. Of course, Lord Brahmaji is the secondary creator, and he creates with the raw material ingredients already generated by Lord Vishnu. But Brahmaji is so great that he doesn't take credit for whatever he does. He says, Esha prapanna varado ramayatma shaktya, that all the creative elements are being generated by Krishna's internal potency, ramayatma shaktya. And Brahmaji says, my only business is Esha prapanna. Prapanna means that I surrender unto the Supreme Lord. So Brahmaji recognizes his job description as the secondary creator. At the same time, Brahmaji recognizes that he cannot do anything without the power and the energies supplied by the Lord. Brahmaji recognizes that he relies even on simple things like the function of memory, on how to generate and how to create on the Supreme Lord. Therefore, in the third canto, we see Brahmaji prays, and his prayers are titled Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy. Now, here in this verse, we see the generation center of our breathing and of all other airs. Now, breathing is so important. It is said that we can survive without food for a considerable number of days. We can survive without water for a few days maybe, but we cannot survive without air more than maybe 30 seconds. Some people who are able to extend their breathing processes, maybe 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes at most, but not more than that. So how important it is that we are always cognizant of this fact that with each breath, we should be grateful that Krishna is supplying the oxygen, and that oxygen that we are breathing is sustaining our body. It is very, very important with each breath to acknowledge this fact. And as we try to be aware of this breathing, so, when you try to practice yoga, they teach pranayam and various styles of breathing, anulom, vilom, and there is ujjain, all these different techniques of breathing. But the primary aspect that each and every one has to acknowledge that breathing is only possible by Krishna, because he provides the air, he provides the oxygen, and he, through provision of air and oxygen, is allowing us to live. Otherwise, without air, we cannot survive for a few seconds even. Therefore, the protection of our breathing is very, very important. In Fiji, we had a very elderly Mataji, Gauri Mataji, and she used to say these couplets, Swashe Swase Nam Japi. With every breath, we have to chant the holy names of Krishna. Swasa Vyathana Khoi, please don't waste your breath, because when we breathe out, we don't know whether the next breath we'll be able to take in. Na jane is swas ka phir avan ho na ho. We don't know that whether we'll be able to breathe again. So a devotee is very, very grateful to Krishna, and he, with each breath, acknowledges that his survival is only due to the presence of Krishna in form of either the Virata Rupa or Shirodakasai Vishnu, who makes everything possible. Basically, there are 5 kinds of life airs. As he said, Pan, Apan, Saman, Udan, and so forth. And if the imbalance of these 5 kinds of life airs are there in the body, then the body is a fertile place for breeding of all the diseases. So in Ayurveda, the first thing they're trying to do is regulate the breathing. And simply by regulation of the breathing, so many diseases are cured. And furthermore, Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Mantroham hamevajyam aham agnir aham aushadham. So Krishna says, I am the mantra. So for maintenance of the body, it is said, there is nothing better than the names of Krishna. Our Guru Maharaj told this story. It's a real story. It's not that it happened, centuries ago. No, in this century it happened. That in Dwaraka, one person, he went to the doctor and he was diagnosed with cancer. And it was the last stage of cancer. And the person was very despondent. So as he was returning, there was Ram Katha going on nearby. And in the Katha, the Katha Vachaka said that whoever chants the names of Lord Rama, all the diseases get destroyed. That is the power of the names of Lord Rama. So when he heard that, he had faith. And he took a vow that from this day onwards, I won't speak anything else except Ram Ram. So when someone asked him, how are you? He said, Ram Ram. He needs some food, he would say, Ram Ram. He needs to communicate in some way. He would communicate just by saying Ram Ram. And in this way, to the mystery of doctors, he was completely cured. And our Guru Maharaj mentions Achyutananda Govindo, the names of Krishna, Achyuta. Achyuta means one who never fails. Nanda is the son of Nanda Maharaj. Govindo, he is the giver of pleasure to the cows and senses. Achyutananda Govindo, Nama Ucharana Bheshajat, simply by utterance, Ucharana, pronunciation of the names of Krishna, Rama, Achyuta, Nanda, Govinda. What happens? Nashyanti sakala roga. All the roga, all the diseases, they are destroyed. Satyam Satyam Vadamyaham. This is the first verse of Ayurveda. This is the truth. This is the truth. And I'm speaking this truth. And of course, it is said the original medicinal incarnation of the Lord is Dhanvantari, who comes with a pot of herbs, medicines, and nectar, immortal nectar. And here, Krishna, through his smelling power, generates the Ashwini Kumar demigods and all kinds of medicinal herbs. So mantroham, it is said these 3 things have magic in them. One is mantra, the other one is Aushadhi, and the third one is Ratna. Ratna means gems. So we see that people who are suffering from certain misalignment of planets, they're recommended to wear, certain kinds of gems. But Krishna is the origin of all of that. And metaphorically speaking as well, Kulshekhar Arwar, he says that the best Aushadhi is the names of Krishna. The best mantra is the Krishna Nama. And the best Ratna, the gems, is Krishna Nama. So these are the basis of everything. Even when they had to cross Lanka, Hanuman would be writing the name of Lord Rama in each stone, and he would put the stone in the ocean, and the stones would float. And of course, the two monkeys, I forgot their names. I think their names were Nala and Neela. They would put the stones in the water and they would float. So Lord Ram thought that, if my name has so much power, then what power I would have. So without writing the name, he picked up a stone and he threw it in the ocean. And the stone just fell to the bed of the ocean. It did not float. Lord Ram said, perhaps this stone is a defective one. So he picked up another stone and he threw it again. And the stone again dropped. And Lord Ram looked around if someone was looking. And Hanuman happened to look. And Hanuman smiled at the Lord. And Lord Ram became embarrassed. Hanuman went to Lord Ram and said, my dear Lord, we are writing your names on the stone. And thus, because the stone is connected to you through your names, it is said, Rama Akshara Sundaram. The very akshara of the names of Lord Rama are beautiful, Sundaram, and therefore they are floating. But you are picking stone up and then throwing it in the water, and the stone has become separated from you. So whoever becomes separated from you, how can they survive? So they will just sink and drown to the depths of the ocean of material existence. Similarly, the jivas also, those who are vimukha, separated from Lord Krishna and Lord Ram, will sink to the depths of material ocean. In this way, it is very, very important to acknowledge that yes, mantroham, Krishna says, I am the mantra. And the best mantra of all mantras Srila Prabhupada has given us is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And in Srīmad, in Kali Santaran Upanishad, it is said that for Kali Yuga, this is the best mantra. It is Sad Dashakam Nam. Sad means 6, Dashakam means 10. Kali Kalam Ashanashanam, all the inauspiciousness of Kali, this destroys. And Nataha Paratarupaya, he goes on to say that there is not a better solution, upaya, than this. And this conclusion has not been reached whimsically, but Sarva Vedeshu Drashyati, after having looked into all scriptures, Alotyam Sarva Shastrani, the pages of all the scriptures have been turned upside down. Vicharyasya punah punah, again and again, deep thought has taken place. Idam mekam sunishpannam. And after that, this one conclusion has been reached, that Hare Nama Eva Kevalam, that it's only the holy names of Lord Hare Krishna which are effective in this day and age. Nothing else will work. So our breathing should be accompanied by the names of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Mantroham ahame vajyam, aham agnir, aham hutam. And in one place he says, Aushadhi, I am the medicinal giving herb. And here the mention of herbs is there as well. And his breathing energies produce different kinds of fragrance. So those who are not healthy, one of the side effects and symptoms is that their sense of smell is diminished or they completely lose their sense of smell. We know, like when COVID was going around, one of the ways of knowing that you had COVID was that you were not able to smell properly. So again, this smell, gandha, is Krishna says, prithviyam, that I am the smell of the earth. So when it's very dusty and the first raindrops come, and that smell that arises from the earth is so beautiful. And we can remember, yes, this smell is Krishna, the original fragrance of the earth. That is Krishna. And that fragrance also is medicine. And we see people in the Western countries, especially making business out of it, that they sell some fragrances, and they say that the effect of smelling these fragrances is that it balances the chemicals in the body, and it makes a person produce certain hormones, happy hormones, which restores the mental state, the emotional state, and also cures the bodily ailments. Originally, all this is coming from where? It is coming, as we know here, is mentioned from the breathing of the Lord. The breathing of the Lord, through the breathing of the Lord, we can appreciate that because He's breathing, we are able to breathe. And in fact, by His breathing, zillions and zillions of universes are produced. When in form of Mahavishnu, He lies on the causal ocean and He is breathing out. And that generation, in form of Virata Rupa, as it is explained here, produces nice fragrance. It regulates our health when we do the breathing. And most importantly, with each breath, if we can appreciate and acknowledge that, yes, aham sarvasya prabho matah sarvam pravartate, Krishna says in Gita that I am the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Everything emanates from me. If everything emanates from Krishna, that means the air, which is so precious, is emanating from Him as well. Iti matva bhajante mam. And thus knowing, Buddha bhava samanvitaha, one should become wise and worship Krishna with all their hearts. Any questions or comments before we go on to the next verse? Okay, we'll go to text number 3. Rupanam tejasam chakshu deva suryasya chakshini karano disham chatirtha Karano disham chatirthanam shotram akasha shabdayaho. What word? Rupanam, of all kinds of forms. Tejasam, of all that is illuminating. Chakshuhu, the eyes. Devaha, that which glitters. Suryasya, of the sun. Cha, also. Akshini, the eyeballs. Karno, the ears. Disham, of all directions. Cha, and Tirthanam, of all the Vedas. Shotram, the sense of hearing. Akasha, the sky. Shabdayaho, of all sounds. Translation by His Loving Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. His eyes are the generating centers of all kinds of forms. They glitter and illuminate. His eyeballs are like the sun and the heavenly planets. His ears hear from all sides and are receptacles for all the Vedas. And his sense of hearing is the generating center of the sky and of all kinds of sound. So all the material elements we see how is created by the Lord himself through his activities of seeing, through his activities of breathing, through his activities of hearing. Papered by Srila Prabhupada. The word Tirthanam is sometimes interpreted to mean the places of pilgrimage. But Srila Jiva Goswami says that it means the reception of the Vedic transcendental knowledge. The propounders of Vedic knowledge are also known as Tirthas. The elements that we see are existing, as Shukadeva Goswami says, Bhutair Mahatpir Yaima Puro Vibhu Nirmaya Shete Yadamushu Purusha Bhunte Gunan Shodashatmaka Solang Krisishta Bhagavan Vachamsi Me. That the Shodashakam, the five gross elements, ether, air, fire, water, and earth, Prithvi. So in this particular verse, we see that various elements and aspects are mentioned of the Puruṣa-sūkta. Basically, his eyes are generating centers of all kinds of forms. So any forms that we see are actually generation of Krishna in his form as Puruṣa-sūkta. And they glitter and illuminate. His eyeballs are like the sun and the heavenly planets. His ears from all sides and are receptacles of all Vedas. So Lord Krishna is hearing all Vedas in his Puruṣa-sūkta form. And his sense of hearing is the generator center of sky and of all kinds of sound. So when Krishna hears, he actually, through his hearing, generates the sound. So Krishna in Bhagavad Gita also says that Shabda ke Paurusham Nishu, I am the sound in the ether. And the next thing he says, Paurusham Nishu, I am the ability in man. So if we vibrate the names of Krishna in the ether, Krishna, then naturally, through that generation of sound, ability in man, our ability becomes infused due to the chanting of the holy names of Krishna. And very nicely, actually, Brahmaji mentions that Yetutvati charanam bhujakosha gandham, that, O Krishna, that Yetutvadi charanam bhuja, on the lotus feet of Krishna, kosha gandham, they are saffron messy particles which have a very unique smell, gandham. And jigaranti karna vivarayishati vatanitam. And this fragrance is carried by the vibration of the Shruti-vatanitam, the Vedic air, the air which carries the sound vibration of Krishna's pastimes and Krishna's name, they actually manifest in form of that fragrance and that smell. And the lotus feet of Krishna manifest in the devotee's heart. Charanam bhujakosha gandham jigaranti karna vivarayishati vatanitam bhaktya grihita charana parayachate sham. And the devotee in the core of his heart, in this way, is able to get hold of the lotus feet of the Lord. Naipaishinata hridayam buruham chapumsam. And the Lord also, he does not leave the heart of such a devotee. So we are just approaching 7 o'clock. I don't think I have done justice to this particular verse. There's so much that can be spoken. But the important thing to remember is that Krishna also has given us faculty of all these ability of seeing, of speaking, of smelling, of hearing. And if we use all this in service of Krishna, then we are properly placed. Every morning, I remember my mother used to sing these pastimes of Krishna, known as Sri Krishna Shodashaka Stotra. And at the end of the pastime, the author, he prays that Krishna, you please protect my various senses and the bodily limbs. And I was wondering, what does this protection mean? This seems like very material thing. No. Later on, I realized the devotee asking for protection is they're asking for protection of eyes so that they can see Krishna. They're asking for protection of nose so they can smell the flowers and the tulsi leaves which are offered to Krishna. They're asking for protection of ears so they can hear the names of Krishna and the pastimes of Krishna. They're asking for protection of tongue so they can taste Krishna Prasadam and speak Krishna Katha. So very nicely it says, Mama Mastaki Karo Sada Raksha Mathureshwar. O Mathureshwar, please protect my head so that I can bow down before you. Nainan Nanda Kumar Nasika Nitya Tulasishwar. Nainan, please protect my eyes, O Nanda Kumar. Nasika, please protect my nose. Nitya Tulasishwar, so that I can, O Tulsishwar, or master of Tulsi Devi, so I can smell the fragrance of Tulsi leaves. Nainananda Kumar, Nasika Nitya Tulasishwar. मुख की रक्षा करो सदा श्री मुरलीधारी. O Muralidhari, please protect my mukha so that from this I can speak Krishna Katha, taste Krishna Prasadam. Shri Radhavar Krishna Chandra mein Sharana Tumhari. O eternal consorts Radha Krishna, I am at your shelter. And so it continues, Shravanana Sridhar, Kanta Kamsa Samahara Hare. Shravanana, please protect my ears so that I can do Shravan of your Katha. Shravanana Sridhar, O Sridhar, it's another name of Krishna. Kanta, Kamsa Samaharan Hare, O one who killed Kamsa, please protect my throat so that from my throat I can vibrate your names. So in this way, the song goes on asking for protection of various limbs by addressing various names of Krishna. And we know originally these are all generation of Krishna. So much to say, but so little time. Nonetheless, we can take these little droplets of nectar from the morning and meditate throughout the day. Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Matajis, especially, his case, Sakirai Prabhu yesterday mentioned in the class. And I received so many messages of gratitude, love, and affection. I'm really touched. I'm so grateful for all your association. It is your association which is uplifting me and my consciousness. And without your association, I don't think where I would be. All credit to my Guru Maharaj and yourselves for keeping me in your prayers. And of course, today is not the end of it. Today, we have appearance today of another Bhagavata, Hagre Suraj Deepika Mataji. So following the parampara, please bombard her with messages of gratitude and affection. She is enlivening us all by her Bhagavatam classes and also so much services, both Gaur Prem Prabhu and Brajdeepika Mataji too. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day. Krishna willing, we will have your Sangha tomorrow morning. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank
Have a
you.
blissful day.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you for the beautiful class.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.